Tarot, and today I will be doing air sign readings, okay? There will be timestamps at the bottom in the description, or in the comments. Also, I use Star Spinner Tarot, and I'll mention when it's time for you to use your own intuition, and with that, let's get started. So please, angels and guides, and we're going to highest good. We're going to start with Gemini. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Geminis, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Geminis, please come forward and share. And the first card out is the Seven of Swords. I remember who I did Earth sign yesterday, and someone also got this as their first card. Then we have the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the Hermit, Death, interesting picture, the Queen of Cups, Fortitude, which would be strength in this deck, Temperance, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Coins in the reverse. Interesting. Okay, so the Five of Swords generally talks of someone who is, well, that would be the Seven actually. So the Five of Swords, actually, you know, the images are different. I need some guidance. Swords. 5. Upright. The Five of Swords warns of those who seek to exploit your lowest moments. This is a card of betrayal and betrayal and malevolent rivalry, embittered conflict, embittered conflict brings out everyone's worst and most desperate impulses. Victories are achieved through unscrupulous means. You may compromise your morals to suit your ends. You may compromise your morals to suit your ends. Which makes me think that the situation might make you do things that you never thought you would do. That is interesting. Geminis. But then you have the King of Cups. So I feel like this is a internal struggle. Like, the situation calls for you to do something that you've never done before, but you're like, but I'm looking into my emotions, and my emotions are telling me, girl, hail to the name. What are you doing? Well, I say girl because I'm a girl, but it could be guy, girl, dude, whatever, right? I don't know how your higher self talks to you. Then you have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords, excuse me. Knight of Swords. I mean, she's intently looking at her sword. No. This Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. She is intently observing her knight, her sword. She is absorbed in it. She also has wings on her head. Kind of makes me feel, reminds me of that in Greek mythology. I think there was this god who had like wings on his ankles or something. At least in like some comic. I don't know where I'm going with this, but well, I mean, she has wings on both her head and her arms. And she's intently looking at her sword. What is this? I'm confused. Knight. The Knight of Swords is a protective and curious individual. He is opinionated but also a clear and intentional communicator. Though inflexible in your arguments, unless provided with new information, you value the truth over your pride. You check your sources and integrate your findings with consistency. Well, the book said this person has long hair. Hey, it's a thing. Well, he's very engrossed in whatever he's looking at. Well, both of these knights are engrossed with what they're looking at. One is looking at his emotions, while the other is looking at his thoughts. Right? So, with this, the situation is calling you to do something that you haven't done up to this point, and you're kind of eating yourself because of it, and due to that, you're like, okay, I don't feel great. Let's check with my feelings. And then you're like, all right. And then let's check with my thoughts, how I feel, like, what do I think about it? And I feel like that is when you're gonna go within with the Hermit card, which is Virgo energy, and you're gonna look to what you are going to do about it before doing something about it. And I feel like due to the circumstance, there is going to be a death and rebirth about a certain thought process. Now, because this is the death card, which is Scorpionic energy. Now, the death card talks of transformation. It can also talk of transcendence, which is what I'm getting, that's why I'm mentioning it. But something is becoming anew. Notice the butterflies next to the baby. That is of transformation, of transcending death, transcending your current situation. And so, yeah. But then once you become anew, seeing as it's going to be a new cycle, it is of utmost importance that you give yourself the support you need with the Queen of Cups, who's very supportive, very loving, to a fault, right? But if you want to actually be able to thing yourself, give yourself what you need to take on the personality of the Queen of Cups so that you can feel supported in your choices. Then you have the Fortitude card, which is the Strength card in this deck, which is Leo or Taurus energy. And now, this talks of you have the strength you need to overcome this challenge. It is, it might not seem like it at the time, but definitely you have what it takes to do it, is what I'm getting. Then you have Temperance, which is Sagittarian energy which is Sagittarian energy, and it talks of, notice that he is like mixing two cups together, blending the hot and the cold, you could see, or you can say, or blending two flavors together to make a better solution come out of it, right? Then, now once you do that, once you find the action with what you're doing, you're gaining the strength to like create alchemy with thoughts or with opinions, which are thoughts, by the way, which could be considered as thoughts, but whatever it is allowing you to become the Queen of Wands, right? Yeah. And the Queen of Wands is a very business-oriented, very action-oriented woman. She knows what she's doing, and she knows what she needs to do to get to her wanted objective, right? Then you have the Queen of Coins in the reverse. Now, the Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles, is very loving, comforting. I mean, she's kind of like the Queen of Chalices, but she is more, she takes care of stuff. She nurtures things. And just to make sure that I'm not saying something that's completely besides the point, I'm going to read from the book. And seeing as this card came out in the reverse, it says, this signifies a lack of balance between the professional and the personal sphere of your life. The reversed Queen of Coins is typically overworked and drained from picking up everyone else's work, everyone else's slack, and this makes it difficult to be tactful with others. It may be time to step back and engage in some meaningful self-care and trust that others are capable of handling themselves. Yep. So basically, well, I feel like it's time to delegate, but the other idea that was popping into my mind at the beginning is that I did mention that this is a new cycle, right? And seeing as it's a new cycle, there will be some time where you have to learn about it so that you can then go and teach others. And I feel like at that moment in time, while you're learning about this new cycle, it's going to take the time it takes, and that is what is kind of weighing a little more heavy, because maybe it's a question of trust and confidence and being able to delegate. So that is what you need to work on this week, I guess. So, my gorgeous Geminis, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I need them all. I'm going to answer all of them, but I absolutely need them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Geminis, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello, and welcome to Titanium Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Libra, okay? This is for any placements of Libra you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because Heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you, but I might snitch, so be mindful. With that, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, I'm a Libra sun myself. Let's get into the cards. So please, angels and guides, anyone to the highest good. And we got the Two of Coins. Juggling and while you wait for your ships to come in. Then you have the Ten of Swords, as well as the Prince of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Chalices, Seven of Cups, the World, the Lovers, Gemini, and the Star, the Aquarian energy. Alright. So, my gorgeous Libras, Two of Coins. I feel like reading from the book. Coins. Two of Coins, upright. The Two of Coins indicates that you are in the midst of juggling various obligations. There is very little room for rest, but you are deftly setting up a comfortable foundation for yourself. Though you find that good time management and your prioritization skills are in especially high demand, you manage to stay afloat. Negotiate your time, energy, and efforts carefully. So you are doing a lot. Maybe you feel like you're juggling way too many things at the same time, which might give you the impression that you have no time for yourself. But the Ten of Swords, which talks of an ending of a difficult situation, mainly in regards to your thought process, to your mainly to your thoughts. Then you have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords, okay. There you go. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is a clever and restless individual. With clear eyes and naive resolve, the page dreams of searching for knowledge and truth. With the intellectual dexterous mind and the ability to hold a tremendous amount of trivia. You may be eager to seek information, but you have not yet developed rigor in your process. Despite your greenness, you are a quick study. So despite the fact that you're new at this, you're so hungry for more information or learning more about it that you are still a very good study. Then you have the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands could be seen as the player type energy, right? Moving in and out quickly. While the Page of Wands indicates a willingness to pursue new ideas, the Knight of Wands is the one to engage in the pursuit. He has a certain lust for life and a willingness to try anything. The Knight of Suits, up and ready to make mistakes, is okay. The Knight is suited up and ready to make mistakes. You may have lofty goals and ambitions, but watch out for overconfidence. You may also be a little impetuous and impervious to warnings. So watch yourself, is what I'm getting. Right? Because you might let your head run away with you and not actually think things through properly. Then you have the Four of Coins. Now the Four of Coins, in this card, she looks depressed. She looks like she's wanting something else. She looks like she's not happy with what she already has. And I mean, due to the Knight of Wands, who rushes into things without thinking twice, this is what might have happened in regards to whatever you want to work on. But if you rush in and you don't think about it, you might not be happy with the outcome, is what I'm getting. Now, for the next card is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands, as I said yesterday when I saw this card, she looks like she's pierced by 5 wands. And she's kind of like in an embryo state. Oh, my head. Right? So she's not content. She feels like she has 5, 6 in her heart. I was going to say upper ass, but, well, she actually does have something sticking out of that direction. But that is neither here nor there. So whatever, I feel like this worry and fear about not having the money that you want is making you feel like you don't have what it takes to do what is necessary. This kind of reminds me of Rapunzel. Rapunzel, let down your hair. I mean, her hair is really long, but I don't know if it's long enough to reach the ground so that the knight can climb upon it, right? But, so I feel like it's like you have enough. You have just enough to get it done, but it's not quite there yet. And so you're like, okay, fine, I have to wait just a little while longer, but it's taking a lot out of you. And I feel like due to that, you might be losing some faith and losing some hope and losing some energy because of that with the 9 of Wands. Now the next card is the 7 of Chalices, which generally talks of having choice, right? So she has like fishes swimming around her head. She is looking at those fishes and she is like, what do I do? I have all these options, but I don't know which one to pick. So I feel like once you start getting out of that, oh, woe is me mentality, I do think that something is going to come to you, but you're going to have so many options to choose from that you're going to be like, what do I do now? You know? I ain't sure. But whatever it is, sooner or later, okay, it is going to teach you, it is going to allow you to complete a cycle with the World card, which talks of completing cycles, achieving your wanted goals, you know, and being able to reach where it is that you want to reach. Because with the next card being the Lovers, which is Gemini energy, okay, you are basically making a choice. You are deciding which one's more important, right? And with the apples on this tree here, the idea of this being Adam and Eve and having an angel in the background could have biblical ramifications, this is the first time I've been getting this, so with any one of these cards. Oh yeah, and I do have to mention, this is, in this card we have both a male and a female. We have, right? No. It says, before the shuffle, remember to add only one card. Because there are like in total there are 4 lovers cards in total. It says, the lovers represent mutual desire. They herald healthy partnerships, unions born of consent and enthusiasm. There is attraction and passion, exploration fueled by a mutual curiosity signified by the apple. The presence of the apple and in this deck serves as a symbol of curiosity, fulfilled and of maturity. The relationship feels like paradise, and all parties seem to be getting what they want and need. A healthy balance is struck between desire and promise, wishing and fulfillment. Did I not say biblical? Yeah, well, if the partnership is heavenly, I mean, it is slightly biblical. And then we have the star, which is Aquarian energy, which basically talks of wishes being granted, dreams fulfilled, the magical time of life. Right? And usually in the star card we would see the person who's holding the vessel of liquid, having one foot in the water and the other one on dry land. Now we do not see this person's feet, but we do see her emptying water in this. I'm going to read the star just say I read them all. Okay, this star, upright. The star is the guardian of this deck. She represents hope and endless possibilities. The star gently nurtures the flowers and the ibis. Okay. A steward of creativity and magic circles around her. After the tower has fallen and the light of dusk fades into night, the star is there to help you make your way through the dark. All you have to do is look up. Okay? So it's basically talking about hope and looking towards the future with optimism. So, my gorgeous Libras, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I don't answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. Also, if I mentioned, my price is for private readings. There's also the email you can send donations to, PayPal if you feel so called. And with that, I will see you guys next week. Bye. Hello, and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot. And today I will be doing a reading for Aquarius. Okay, this is for any placements of Aquarius you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms. Everyone knows I was a cross watcher for many video myself, but I might snitch, so be mindful. And with that, let's get started. The first card is the Queen of Cups, pointing towards the left. Interesting. Queen of Cups. Then you have the Ten of Swords. The Queen of Wands. The Ten of Wands. Ooh. The Four of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Ten of Cups. The Seven of Cups. The Three of Cups. The King of Chalices, King of Cups. The Lovers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the Page of Cups, as well as the Four of Wands. And the Ten of Coins. This is good. Okay. Alright, my gorgeous Aquarians. Let's just go. First card, Queen of Cups. Some cups pointing towards the left. And cards pointing towards the left, to me, indicate that they happened in the past or they're happening super slowly. So either you are taking your sweet time, becoming emotionally mature, or you have become emotionally mature in the past. Now, it is going to depend on every single one of you where this fits in your reality, so please check yourself before you wreck yourself. Then you have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords so in my mind, if this is the Queen of Cups taking time coming in, or it's taking time coming in, probably because you are lost in your thoughts. But the Ten of Swords could also mean an ending of a difficult situation, an ending of a less than favorable thought pattern, and so it indicates to me that that this Queen of Chalices, either if the Queen of Cups happened in the past, it means that you had to go through a Ten of Swords for you to become the Queen of Wands. But for those for whom this is happening slowly, that means that the Queen of Cups is not coming into your reality due to the fact that you need to let something go. That's very hard on you, psychologically speaking. Now, with the next card being the Queen of Wands, I feel like you are busy. Once you finished with this thought pattern that was no longer serving you, I feel like you had to work with, you started working with, you started to become the Queen of Wands. So for those for whom the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Chalices is not yet into your life, you want, your aim, I feel like you're aiming to get to the Queen of Wands, who is in charge of, who is on top of all the actions that you need to do. But I feel like that is going to come only after her having a lot to deal with, which is an indicator to me that she has ended a cycle, and so now she's beginning a new one, which means that new things are coming towards her. She just needs some time to get on top of stuff and understand how to allocate her time so that she can do everything that she wanted to do, right? And now the way to be able to prioritize, I feel, is by going within and figuring out what the next step is with the Four of Swords, which talks of taking some time for yourself and getting into meditation, like, and thinking these things through. Because once you think things through and you understand what the next step to follow is, I feel like you will be able to reach your Ten of Chalices, which is your emotional fulfillment. You'll be emotionally fulfilled when you are able to be on top of your shit, on top of your stuff, right? You won't need anybody double checking stuff to make sure that you can do it or not. Then the next card is the Seven of Cups, Seven of Chalices, which talks of being spoiled for choice, having too many choices in front of you, and I feel like now that you completed a cycle and you're emotionally fulfilled and content, I feel like now you have the world's your oyster, you don't know what to do, and so there's a time where you're like, I have all these options, which one am I going to pick? And a way for you to pick that is for you to huddle with your friends, talk about it, friends or family, to see which is the best route to take with Three of Cups. But the Three of Chalices also indicates that there's a celebration of some sort. So celebrate the fact that you are spoiled for choice. You have all this choice to pick from. So that in and of itself is something to be very proud of, right? And then once you have that, once you've done the partying and being appreciative for what you have, I feel like you'll be able to then tap into the Knight of Chalices, which talks about an emotional message reaching you. And this will be all about, your next step, what is coming to you, what is calling to you, what is talking to you, what is sending you a message, right? And the way that you will be able to figure out if that thing that is sending you a message about an emotional connection, is actually what you want to move into is by making a choice with the Lover's card, which is Gemini energy. Okay, so you're going to make a choice, and that is going to allow you to get into the Page of Cups, Chalices mentality, which mainly I need. Well, it's like a look at. There's a puppy on the riverbank, right? So it's new. It's new. It's what's the word? It's new. It's innocent and quite sweet is what I'm getting at. And if you you wait until this puppy of a love, right, blossoms into something more, I feel like you'll be able to build a life around this, right? Because the Four of Wands talks of happy home, happy life, happy wife, happy kids, happy husband, happy whatever, right? Happy everything. If you let this new puppy love grow into something bigger and better, I feel like it will allow you to really get to what you want, and not only emotionally speaking, but materially speaking as well. The Ten of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is material fulfillment, right? But not only is it material, but it is also being like emotionally content as well. Because on this card we have an older gentleman looking into the eyes of a puppy. I mean, imagine if the puppy that is on the Page of Cups card is the same puppy that this king, this well-to-do man is observing into, So it's basically, if it's this puppy, the puppy of emotion, the puppy of feeling great, emotional fulfillment of the new beginning, here, which is that of a puppy which is that of a dog that is an adult, that is who's comfortable in himself, who knows what he wants, who has been around the block a couple of times, well then, it's a good indication, right? So, my gorgeous Aquarians, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you would like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it will be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as my email you can send donations to if you feel so called to send those in, right, instead, which would be awesome. So, with that, my gorgeous Aquarians, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!